talking about some popular words in the Bay Area, such as information technologies, innovations, creativity, and the startup. There is a name we cannot ignore, Steve Jobs. He is a great innovator and the co-founder of Apple, and he also inspired me the way I think. Today I will discuss his background, his education, his accomplishment, and how he changed me, how he inspired me. According to the Steve Jobs biography written by Walter Anscombe, Jobs was born on February 24, 1955 in San Francisco. He was the son of Joan Schiebel and John Jedley. The couple gave up their unnamed son to adoption. Jobs soon adopted by Clara and Paul Jobs. The couple gave him a very good, very happy, and a good education in his early age. After Jobs graduated from high school, he enrolled at Reed College in Portland. But he dropped out of school after 6 months. And the next 18 months, he spent his time on some creative classes in the school. When Jobs was 21, he and Wozniak, who was the graduate student from UC Berkeley, started the Apple computer at Steve Jobs' family garage. And the Wozniak responsible for the technical, and Jobs did the marketing. They are made innovations in computer by making the machine smaller, cheaper, and more accessible to everyday consumers. In 1984, Apple released the first Macintosh, marketing the computer as a kind of lifestyle, such as romantic, youthful, something like that. But despite the sales is good and the performance better than IBM PCs, the Macintosh still not the IBM PC's competitor. As a result, the Apple executive pushed Jobs into a more marginalized position, and he left Apple in 1985. During the days Jobs left Apple, he never stopped his innovations. He purchased the Pixar studio, which produced the first 3D computer in animated film named Toy Story. Jobs returned to Apple as the position of the CEO several years later. His excellent production and expressive branding campaign and stylish design catch the attention of the consumer once again. And he also made Apple on the list of Americans' the most admired company on the Fortune magazine. Jobs died in Palo Alto in 2000 from pancreas cancer when he was 56 years old. Do you guys still remember a famous commercial slogan of Apple, "Think differently"? I think Jobs realized this slogan with his whole life, and this slogan also inspired me a lot. Now I want to share of my story. I have a bachelor degree major in journalism, and I worked for Amazon China book department for several years. My job was select and purchase the books from the publisher and sold on the Amazon bookstore. And I also need to negotiate and sign the purchase contract every year. I like my job very much. But later, my husband decided to accept a job offer from the company of Bay Area, so my family decided to move here. Before that, I never think I would live in another country. So I start to think of what should I do here. I think of some innovations in the Bay Area, especially Steve Jobs, and maybe I should start in something new. And I still remember when I was a little kid, I really want to be a doctor or a nurse to help those people who suffer from the illness. So I decided to back to the college and choose a totally different major. The other thing jobs inspire me is how to go through the hard time in your life. As I mentioned, Jobs' career is not been easy. He has forced to leave Apple, the company he founded, but he stuck to his belief and he ran the Pixar and make it successful. So his story made me realize you should believe in yourself and work hard in the hard time. And the experience I went through this also make me stronger. In conclusion, although Jobs' life is short, his innovations and amazing product make people still remember him and wanted to know his stories. As the speech of he gave in the Stanford University, stay hungry, stay foolish, and I will always wish for that for myself. His spirit and belief inspired me a lot and also make Silicon Valley so attractive place to the people who had the fresh ideas and wanted to do something new. Thank you.